Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Injective, seeing what's going on. We're going to talk about this rising wedge pattern here and the potential of retracement based on that retesting this ascending type of trend line. So pullback would make sense, but we're going to double check a few other factors to ensure it is worthwhile because there's a lot of volume too here, and we got to be careful with that. So if you're new to the channel, just know I am not a financial advisor. I love teaching people to trade. If you want to become a better trader, cryptocash.tech is a website, link down below, where you can essentially learn to become a bit more consistent like majority of other traders here. We got some really cool people in here. Thanks again for just making my life a better place. Congrats to our community members here recently as well for some Solana and Chainlink profits there. And of course we got some minus a little bit of a Litecoin stop loss. Oops, sorry. We got some nice little trades here actually going with our Premium Plus group. Solana 61% and what was it? Chainlink. There's a few others too. I thought that we had a lot more today. Yeah, there we go. ETH. A lot of ETH profit here today. So ETH and Matic and Cardano too. So again, you'll notice little stop losses here and there. You got to monitor those trades though, folks. These are day trades. You got to make sure that you set up all your stop losses and ensure that you honor a good risk tolerance, because you can't fudge day trading. It's like it's a exact science. If you get in, you get out, and that's just kind of how it goes. You got to get used to taking your losses. So either way you look at it there, congrats to our members. Now, Injective, what we want to look at here first of all, there's a couple of key factors here. There's a lot of liquidation above the price action right now. You could say there's a lot below, which there is, and that's true, but it's much further away, okay? So $38 seems like a very likely target now that we swept this most recent 36, or basically $37 mark, okay? So awesome stuff there in that regard as far as potential for further upside, just kind of throwing it out there. And then also if we take a look at the hourly here, let's go with the daily first, work our way down to the hourly. We can see here with the moving averages, I wanted to talk about this previously, we are testing the 50-day SMA right now. So this is important. Closing above that, it's a pretty big deal there. Those 36.50 right there, pretty close to that 0.618 fib level. We're seeing that support, okay? So 0.618 again for the win. Let's go ahead and pull this out a little bit further just so we can kind of pay attention to it. But we can see that 0.5 held pretty strong for a little while, and now it's a new support. So we got a good little support range between 35 and 36, okay? So likelihood of the price going up is greater right now, okay? So generally speaking, that's a positive sign. If we look at this here, we're over 50 in the RSI. We have been for a couple days, but this is confirmed. We can also confirm as well that money flow index is in a good place. MACD is converging for the last 2 or 3 days. Injective is here to stay on the daily anyways. This is the daily time frame. Keep in mind, this coin can fluctuate a lot. I mean, the day started at $34. Now we're closer to 37. It's been up a pretty significant margin, about 9% on the day. So it's pretty good from bottom to top. All right, so 4-hour time frame, what are we looking at here? Well, truth is, this is a very bullish sign as well. Okay, so even though we keep consistently hitting this upper trend line, the strength is here. Okay, we got a lot of strength here with being above the moving averages. Volume profile right there at about $35, smack dab in the middle of 0.382 and 0.5 fib. Same thing as well with the RSI. We're bouncing off 50 in the RSI. Money flow index is high, and of course we can see the MACD, or more so stochastic RSI, still swinging upwards. MACD is now converging too. All positive contributing factors. The key takeaway here for me is that we broke through this most recent resistance level there, and we can basically confirm that that's a new support. Okay, so somewhere in the range about, I'll round up and say $36 is a pretty safe presumption for a support level that we could very well see a bounce. So in other words, price comes back down, it could very well look a little something like that. Is there a guarantee that's going to happen? No. If Bitcoin sells off tomorrow pretty heavy, we're going to see Injective drop too. Please understand that. So that's a good thing about confirmation. You're trading in the right direction, right? So taking a trade right now to the upside, you can have more confidence. But there's no doubt that it very well could pull back. We got 3 white soldiers here telling us that we should very well see a red candle to follow. So just be mindful of that, okay? We take a look at that and compare that with TD sequential. We're at a 9 on TDS here. Solana and a few other coins are exuding the same behavior. Most coins are overextended right now on the hourly because the entire trading day has been pumping. Okay, so is that gonna sell off at the end of the day? There's a likelihood of that. I would say there's more likelihood the price pulls back than not. But again, this coin is pretty notorious for hitting 9s, reversing itself, as you can kind of see here. Okay, so is this 9 going to reverse itself again? I think there's a probability of it, and or possibility too, depending what, insert whichever word you want. But truth is, that's kind of the case. But you got to recognize good support here again with this volume profile at 35 to 36. We got the Ichimoku cloud there, lagging spans free and clear, conversion lines above the baseline. Even though the price could and should pull back, there's no reason to short this coin. It literally is telling us that we are good to go. We're on the right side of the tracks here, and if you have a long position open, you want to leave it open. Now, do you want to open a long position right now? Me personally, I would wait for it to pull back. If it doesn't, whoop-de-doo, you find another trade. If it does pull back, you got yourself a pretty solid entry with some decent confirming factors. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and set an alert here, see what's going on with this coin here a little later. Funny thing about Injective, it's the only coin to trigger a stop loss for us last month. So I would love to get a win on this one here, honestly. But again, I'm not going to force a trade. I'd much rather find a good trade if possible. So keep in mind the coin very well and should likely pull back just based on the fact that we are seeing this rising wedge pattern. These are bearish signs. Bear that in mind. So even though don't let the color mistake you. The likelihood of the price pulling back to test this lower trend line is greater. Okay, unless we break through this here cleanly, which I don't see that happening just yet, being as overextended as we are. So that's kind of where we're at. All right, Injective looks great. Last thing is also great too, and I get the feedback a lot from our community. Thank you so much for your support, Bitunix. You guys are awesome. Deeply appreciate you. No KYC or VPN exchange. Look no further. Awesome rewards. Use my link to register. Furthermore, too, they also offer trading competitions too, and we're going to have that within our private group. If you use my link to register, you'll be automatically eligible for that. Okay, and they're already adding like over 200 trading pairs here in the next couple of months. So really exciting stuff. Thanks again, Bitunix, and thank you as well for watching. Hope you learned something here today. We'll see you next one. Take care.